Okay, let's run you through what's happened here. We've got a 2002, 2003 Kia Pregio van, and this seems like a fairly universal sort of van throughout the world. So now what's happened is the high beam over a period of time just stopped functioning, and that's whether we tried to go for the pull forward to get just a flash, or whether we're trying to get a high beam by pushing forward and just locking into high beam. Now what we've done today is, as suspected, it was actually the contacts inside this little controller box here which does the controller. Let's run you through the process. We've pulled off the steering wheel, so we've pulled off the rubber fascia for the actual the horn unit, which gave us access to what I'm told is a 19mm nut. A good pull off of that and a couple other screws that came out, and we've got our steering wheel out of the way. We then got our controller unit, which is bought as one assembly item apparently, and you see under the underside as this is put on here, there's actually a lock screw on that actually ties it to the collar. Once we pull that off, we've got 3 sets of connectors. Those ones there for the light switches, or for their wipers, and we've got 2 sets of wires that connect on here to do the controlling of all the different the flashes and the lights. So, and we got to that little unit that's screwed on with 4 things. Now inside of this, what we actually found is you got some little clips on either end. There's one there and one on that end. Once you actually pry that apart, there's actually some 4 little copper fingers, two going one way, 2 going the other way. And I found that the actual connectors that are about the size, well, smaller than a fingernail, inside there, and where they make contact against each other, had actually just corroded over and just pitted a little bit. So a bit of a hit with a little nail file here, and we resolved that issue, and the lights are back in operation again. So pretty pleased about that. And now what we've got to do is try and put it back together. Oh, one other thing is, you're pulling apart this stalk assembly here. There's a couple of sprung load ball bearings that actually go into this mechanism here. So we've got to try and get those back into place. It's going to be a little bit of a mission, and they're somewhere around in the van here. So just keep an eye out. So as you pull that stalk out of that position there, as one of the first things you do, there's a couple of errant ball bearings that'll take off given the first opportunity. And that'll resolve your headlight issue.